and welcome to the Family Tech Talk podcast,
where we offer tech tips,
give parenting advice,
and discuss the latest tech news
that can help you manage the technology in your home.
We are your hosts. I'm Emilee.
And I'm Sarah. You can learn more about us on our website, familytechzone.com.
Thank you for joining us for this week's episode.
Today we are talking about
CES!
For those that don't know, because you might not know what CES is.
It's not the church education system.
If you happen to lean
that
way.
Everyone is always like, you're going to what?
You're going to a church thing?
You're going to a church thing? It's not that.
No. It's the Consumer Electronics Show. Basically, tons of companies debut all their fancy new gadgets, and it's just basically the best week of our lives.
It's seriously so much fun. Yeah. Like, I also feel like I'm a little jaded now.
Okay.
Because the first year I went, it was like, what?
Amazing.
This is CES. And now I tell people, I'm like, yeah, but like, LG's had that robot for 3 years in a row. Like, you see robots literally everywhere.
Boring.
And you're like, oh, the laundry robot, the one that folds all your laundry, I've seen that for 3. That's old news. I need something snippy again.
Yeah. Let's step it up here, people.
It's seriously so much fun to go.
It is really fun. And yeah, like I think we're becoming a little more efficient
Efficient's a better word than jaded.
Well, like we just don't waste our time with the booths that like we know the products.
Yeah.
Like, we try and find products that are a little more off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And relate more to what we talk about.
For you guys.
For you folks.
Think about you.
So, we're super excited. So, instead, in lieu, I'm using my fancy talk today.
It is a fancy talk.
Yeah. In lieu of our top 5 at the end of the podcast, today we are just doing our top 5 favorite products that we saw at CES.
Then there's so many. My pile is literally, I'm going to make this list up as we go because I'm just going to pick It's just overflowing of like really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Fun fact
already. We've got a fun fact.
This is the first time I'm telling you this. I saw us on IGN.
What does that mean? Oh, shut up. That's amazing.
Right, so we went to the Razer. Razer is a computer company who makes computers, keyboards, phones, like everything.
Yeah.
We went to the booth and we saw IGN there, who's a big tech company that talks about like technology and stuff. Had a mini fangirl moment, and then we just kind of kept walking because they were talking. And I found us today on their video.
She was like, okay, I gotta remember to look up the video for whatever.
And I forgot. And then Ben, my husband, and I were talking about a game, and so I looked it up, and IGN came up, and I was like,
oh, wait,
and I found it. So it's so much fun. We'll have it somewhere, comments, notes, so you can go look it up, but you see us walk by. So we're basically famous.
We're so famous.
I was showing everyone at work. I'm like, guys. Wait. That's me. There it is. It's perfect. So.
That's amazing. I'm so glad you told me.
We proved that we actually go to CES.
That's us. That's my crowd. Yeah. See, we really win.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's so much fun.
Okay, do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I can start.
Okay.
So my first one.
Start it up.
Yeah, we'll talk about this.
It's one of the first products we kind of ran into, too.
So Soma is a bra company. Surprise. And we were like, what are you doing here? So walked over, kind of like, what do you guys have that's technology-based?
Right.
So what they did is they basically created a sports bra that has markings or readers on it across the chest and around the back, so you can find your true bra size. So for the women who listen to this, you know that finding your bra size can be ridiculously hard.
Tricky.
And it's and you like can be super awkward and stuff. So what you do is you just put this on. I believe they recommend it over a bra that fits really well so they can kind of see what happens. You load their app and it'll tell you what bras to buy. And it tells you from them, but you can get your bra size and be able to do it there.
Yeah, I thought that was actually a really helpful, especially for someone like my daughter who might not be as comfortable with somebody measuring them and everything. Like, it's a really hands-off, literally, way to measure that.
Yeah, and you can do it at their boutiques, so they'll have them at their boutiques, or you can buy it. And what's really awesome is when it's actually on back order now. I know because I ordered one, and it's gonna take forever. But you buy it, $25 at an introductory price right now, and then they'll give you $25 towards one of their bras.
Right.
So you're basically getting it for free.
Right.
and you can share it. So like I can get it and then let Sarah use it, and then we can pass it to anyone we need to.
Yeah.
So.
And then as your body changes, you can put it back on.
You don't have to go to the store or anything. You're literally just put it on, and you can find out what's going on and buy your new bras.
Super awesome.
Yes.
I loved that one as well. Coding Critters is my number 5. And it was a cute little toy, basically, that you kind of train with coding, but it's a screenless coding toy, which I thought was really good. I'm not opposed to screens at all, for sure. But, especially for these preschool kids, parents are, really hesitant about getting them screens.
Yeah.
But this will teach them coding concepts without a screen. They just kind of, program it right on the little toy there, and then they can, have the dog go down the slide or whatever.
Like you said, and it's cute, and it's fun. There's, accessories you can get with it, like the slide and stuff, so that they can learn to code without putting a tablet in their face or something like that.
So that's really Coding Critters. It was cute. And then I'm trying to remember the drawing robot that was in the same booth, but I couldn't remember the name of it.
Artie, something
Artie.
Like that?
It was Artie.
Okay.
Yes, ARTIE.
Yeah.
That was also by the same company, and it was a robot that you put a marker in and then you program it to draw different shapes, and I thought that was really cool as well.
It kind of brings in what we talked about, the art back into Steam. That's what I was trying to remember what it is, so that you can have that in there.
Yeah. So Coding Critters and Artie.
Okay, so my number 4, we'll do this as I'm trying to figure out which ones to do. So aftershocks are something I've used before. I really, really like them. And I'm just going to do a quick thing because they came out with waterproof ones.
They're headphones.
Oh, they're headphones. I was going to get there. It's fine. So what aftershocks is their headphones. The end. Just kidding.
Sorry. Done.
What they use is they actually use bone conducting technology. So instead of sitting in your ear, for those watching, I'll do a little demonstration. Instead of sitting in your ear, they'll actually sit right in front of it on that bone, so that you can still hear things that's going on around you, which I loved when I tried them out. They were a little bulky. The ones that I got, I think, were their first gen ones, so they were a little bulky, a little heavy. They've now, since then, made them slimmer, and they're now waterproof, so you can use them swimming or anything like that. So it's just such a nice way to have headphones and music, but still have the ability to hear the world around you. So good for moms and parents and stuff who want to actually do stuff when their kids are around.
Yeah, or even runners. The road and everything like that.
That was the other big one, is
don't
you can
get
hear.
Hit.
Don't get hit, please. And bikers, so when you bike in races, they don't let you wear headphones anymore. So that's another good way. You can be but look, my ears are free.
But they're free. So I can totally listen to music.
They're awesome.
It's like I've got a boombox or something.
Aftershocks, they're really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Next one I've got is the Tech Den.
I have that in my pile.
I
loved that.
I know, I did too. I wasn't sure that I was going to.
Right.
And then when he was describing, I'm like,
we've had a lot of practice doing this. You can
right? We're so good. The Tech Den is basically a locker for your devices. So you can control it with an app. And so when you can add time and take away time, and you can send out alert to everybody, okay, it's time to turn in your phones, and they can get points and stuff for turning it in on time,
and get rewards and things, and it's so it'll be and it charges the device.
While it's inside the locker.
So at
you can't open the locker until the time is up.
Yeah, so 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever at night, you can say, okay, all devices go in the locker, and then they can't get in. And what was really cool is he said, we have a lot of work, or we're looking a lot at kids who try to actually get into the locker.
Right.
And so they've taken that feedback of how did these kids get into the locker, and adjusted and made improvements based on that. That was, I thought, cool, because they acknowledged
that kids will get around stuff.
And then are working with that.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
Yep, I liked Tech Den. Okay.
3, right? We're on 3?
Sure.
Cool. June. So we saw June.
It's on my list, too.
We saw June last year, the year before, and it's a smart oven. And initially,
it was super expensive.
$1,500 when it came out. And they've dropped that to either...
It's $5 to $6.
I think $5 to $6, yeah. $4.99 or $5.99. And basically, it's got, I'm going to read the back so I remember everything.
So,
one of the cool thing is it's got 7 appliances on one. So it's kind of like a multi-cooker, like the Instant Pot, but on the oven side. So this I actually didn't know, so that's why I read it. It's got the air fryer, which is really big right now.
Huge right now.
So you could have that plus a dehydrator, plus like a toaster oven, plus everything all in one device.
Yeah.
That's super awesome.
It is super cool. What I really love about June is I'm a terrible cook, as we've established in the past. And like I put a steak in there and it'll say, looks like you're trying to cook a steak.
You're like, I am trying to cook a steak. Thank you.
Would you like me to do it, well done, medium, whatever, and you just push what you want? And it like senses everything.
Yes, so it's got like a temperature, it's got a camera in it so you can look at it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Like I want one of those so bad.
Yeah. Me
because it takes it takes the guesswork out of it. Like steaks are I'm pretty good at steaks right now, but when I first started cooking steaks, to continue this example,
right,
it was awful. It's so hard to do that.
I know.
So,
well, I can only do it on the grill.
Oh.
And they have to be thin steaks. If I get thick steaks, I can't figure it out.
Not worth it.
It's either too hard or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's all on that one.
June.
Loved it.
We love the June oven.
We love it.
Yeah, we even, and really, if you want us to stop by your booth, hand out cookies.
They do. They hand out cookies. It's fantastic.
And that's why we'll stop by your booth. I think that was the first year, that's why we stopped by your booth, because they had cookies. Mm-hmm. And then the second, like this year, we're like, oh, we love June. They gave us cookies, and you have cookies again.
So speaking of people handing out food, just a really quick interjection.
Fantastic.
There was this healthy drink mix. Oh, it was awful. I don't even remember what the name is. It's supposed to be, like, the idea is brilliant. It's one of those where you put in your goals, it looks at your macros, like your fat, protein, whatever you need, and you can put all the supplements in and it makes your drink. Tasted awful. I got an email from them that's like, thanks so much. And I was like, if you want to pre-order it, I was like, no,
we're good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So anyway, there you go.
I know, both of us were just like,
oh, we walked away and we're
that
like,
was terrible.
Out. That's so bad.
Not good.
All right.
Yeah, good. We got to do a couple of the bombs too, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so I was super excited about this device, and then I shared it with people at work, and they're like, "That's dumb."
No, it's not dumb.
It's not dumb. It's amazing, and you will love it. So basically, it replaces your light switch. So it's hardwired into your wall where your light switch should be, right? And I can just flick up on it like I would a light switch, and it'll turn the lights on. Flick down, it'll turn the lights off, right? But it also can control your climate, your music, so it'll control your Sonos speaker. It will you can program mornings, so a routine,
so lights will turn
lights
on,
and
music.
this music and whatever, your thermostat. So you can control it all right from that little hub. And it's just exactly right where your light switch should be.
That's what I like, is it's that medium between analog, old school technology of a light switch, plus then smart stuff.
Right.
So it's nice for those people who maybe don't want to make the full transition to smart or voice control or anything.
They can still just like a light.
And you can dim it too because of how it works. And yeah, I actually really, it's called Brilliant.
Oh yeah, maybe I should tell you the name of this product. It's the Brilliant Home Control because it's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
And it has 4 switch plates, 3 switch plates, 2 switch, 1 switch.
Yeah.
So you can control all of the things.
I'm looking at, I have light switches right over there, and I'm like, there's 4. I could buy the 4 one and just combine them so I don't have 2 separate.
I don't think you can.
It'll work.
Okay, yes.
I don't know
yes,
electricity.
you can.
I don't know.
That's exactly how that works. Go right ahead.
Okay, so my next one is called...
I liked this too. It's not on my list, but only because I couldn't find the flyer, right?
No, that was our notes are our flyers we get.
Right.
It's called Ovi. I think that's how you say that.
Yeah.
Basically, they're little devices, little discs that when you open a bag of spinach, you'll press the button, you'll say, this is a bag of spinach. And then you'll clip. They have clips and stuff that you can use to attach it.
There's clips or little stickies or actual Tupperware things
that you can stick it on. And what it'll do is it'll keep track of how good that spinach is using their database and what they've got. So if it's green, you're still good to use it. If it's yellow, it's like you can still use it. You'll probably want to use it soon. And then if it's red, it's bad. So you can see, for those on the video, you can kind of color code your system, your fridge, so you can see what food's going bad.
Oh, that's all yellow. I better.
And the really awesome thing is that there's an app that goes along with it that will keep track of your food as well, and will look for recipes to combine some of those like yellow ones that you need to use, or if you're really good at life and have green ones, it'll combine green, stuff like that, so that you can. I'm not really that good. I would need it. So it just gives you an option so you're not wasting food as much. And I loved that because I really, really bad sometimes at like, I'll cut half an onion and then 3 weeks later I'm like, oh yes, that onion. Oh, shouldn't have probably.
Right.
All right. Well,
I do the same thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
OV.
That was really good. My number 2 is June. So she has a bunch more over here, so I'm going to let her pick another number 2.
Oh man, we'll use this one as my second number 2. Let me look through my list really fast.
My second number 2.
I love,
She loves.
I love. So zinc printers for cameras and phones and stuff. That's not super new technology. It's been around for a little bit, but this was the first time I actually got to see one. And what zinc is it's zero ink. I have my puppy picture. So Canon's the one that I like the best, so that's why I have its thing. Basically, it's a Wi-Fi little mini printer that you can use with an app to print off pictures from your phones, and it doesn't use ink. It uses colorful dye-based crystals embedded inside the paper. I had forgotten entirely what. And it just heats up and will release the colors based on where those crystals are and what your picture is. So I printed off this cute little puppy. And that's like actually...
It's a really good picture.
It's really good. There was one picture we did that I didn't love. It was the one we took of the like old school selfie camera.
Right.
But this one's got like really good colors on it. And so it's just fun to have if you need a gift for someone. Yeah. It's just a cute little thing, and now you can have your it's like a Polaroid.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can do your number 1.
Yes, my number 1. Okay, so I don't actually remember the name of what this one was, but it's amazing.
Okay, I do need to move that to our saved Instagram stories. Because this was the funniest thing that ever happened.
Okay, so it's by a company called Backyard Brains. They're neuroscientists who have made things for kids, essentially.
Yeah. And
you can buy a lot of different kits, but that'll help you learn like
different neuroscience-y stuff.
So what they did for us as their demo.
This was amazing. So check out our Instagram stories. Yes. I will put it in the CES group.
So that you can see it, because it is so funny. So Sarah got the little, I can't figure out what they're called.
Electrodes or whatever.
Yeah, the sticky things. Electrodes. I think that's actually on her arm, and then they put some on my arm, and she was able to control my arm without like me doing anything. She would just be like moving her hand, and all of a sudden my hand would be like, and I'm like, I don't know, because they tapped into the ulnar nerve. I learned that from watching that video 5 million times. And her brain would like control it. And it was interesting because he talked about like he would move the hand, and even though he was using the muscle because she wasn't thinking about it, my hand didn't move. Right. And then when she thought about it but couldn't move the hand, my hand still moved because the neurons were still going through the nerve, and that's where the connection was.
Because he held my hand still.
Yeah.
And like I tried to move my hand.
Couldn't. But mine was like, it did the same thing where it moved by itself. So
it was so funny.
Loved that because, and they had like a plant thing that I didn't really get to look at, but looked really cool. And you could do it with a paper. You could trace your hand and connect the stuff and move the paper.
Right.
So it's really cool to get kids kind of into that STEM, like technology engineering part of like life, because it was super, super cool. Yeah. I loved it so much.
That was super fun.
Backyard Brains is the company. Go look them up.
Yeah. My son
is like, yes,
how much he wants that right now. Okay, my number 1. The hack computer.
I knew this was going to be your number one.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, my son is going to flip out about this because he loves to get into like the nitty gritty of stuff and basically destroy it all. So like, I think he was like 4 maybe when he completely wiped our Wii's hard drive.
It's fine. You don't need anything saved on the Wii.
Yeah. Like, how does a 4-year-old get in to completely reformat the hard drive of the Wii? My 4-year-old.
I love it.
So, like, what the hack computer basically is, it's a legit laptop.
Yeah.
It was like an Asus laptop. And it has this, operating system that allows you to, like, flip programs and, like, get into the back-end coding and like change things and change like functions of the computer and everything.
And they start simple with like changing the size of the mouse or changing sounds, but you can get deeper into it as you
unlock, as you learn more about like how the computer works. And it like is really like the whole interface is showing you the different parts of the motherboard and everything. Like it just looks so cool. And super, super affordable for what it is. $300. That's $299.
That's like nothing. That's cheaper than most regular laptops.
Right. So it's like a no-brainer for me. The hack computer. I'm super, super excited about that.
Yeah. And what I really liked about it, also like all of that stuff included, is fixing computers is literally just clicking on things to see what happens. Right. And that's what it introduces the kids to do. It's like, what happens if you change this setting? What happens if you change this? And a lot of people now are scared to do that because they don't know, but this lets them learn so that when they grow up, they're not scared to do that.
Yeah,
so I loved that.
Yeah. So that's my number one.
Awesome. I love that.
A couple of the bombs, not only the drink.
That was so bad.
That was the worst. We also saw a fingernail polish printer.
I forgot about that. Oh, it was so crazy.
Like you could even like get a picture from your phone and like print it onto your nail.
It was so weird. We watched a guy because he was like recording it.
Yeah, he was a press guy.
Yeah, and we watched him get it, and it's like seriously blew my mind because it's one of those that you're like, I didn't know I needed that.
Yeah.
And now I do.
And now I kind of
So I can put people's faces on my fingers.
Right? You always want that.
I always want that.
And lots of robots.
Lots of robots. There was a creepy one walking the halls, had like half the human face.
Right.
Can never have
that one was
CES
weird.
without the creepy robots.
Right.
One I liked that I wish I could like learn more about, but it was kind of it was busy and it was an Asian company, so the people didn't really speak English. Was they have chocolate 3D printers now?
I know, we saw that.
And so that
we kind of wanted that.
Yeah, but I was also nervous because they had little 3D printed things of chocolate, and we were like,
can I eat that?
How long has that been sitting there, and can I eat it?
How many people have touched this piece of chocolate?
But they also did the pens, too, which was super cool. So you had the full 3D printer or just a pen to help with designs and stuff like that. That was really cool.
With food.
We love when technology interacts with food.
Right.
When it gives me food.
Right.
That's the type of thing that I like.
Yeah. Like June oven.
Yes.
Here is a chocolate chip cookie.
Bake it for me, please. Thank you.
Great.
So fun.
Yeah. Can't think of anything else that was like super weird.
I'm going to think about it like tonight as I'm going to sleep. I'm going to be like,
oh yeah. Yeah.
I think this is all, to be fair, it was like relatively, like there was the creepy robots and there was some other stuff, but it was all, I think we steered away from the creepy things.
It's true, yeah. Like I think if we weren't so tired.
That was
we probably would have walked more and found more
of the
crazy, but
yeah,
we were exhausted. So.
Yeah, it was a lot of walking. You have to prep. You have to like act like you're going to run a marathon to be able to walk CES.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that. So.
No, and neither did I. So next year, we'll be more prepared for you.
We'll bring you the crazy next year.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our top 5. Hope you enjoyed it.
Woo!
We took a little break for the holidays, but the holidays and CES, since we were going to be busy. Yeah, but now we're back, so we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.